Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss on a topic sexual harassment abuse. So first of all, sexual harassment. So sexual harassment is an alarming outburst of gender opposition. So usually you mean sexual harassment is nothing but it is any action which is done against other gender with sexual motive. So it may be either verbal or non-verbal. So next one, definitions of sexual harassment by two author. The first one, Baker. He said that sexual harassment is any unwelcome sexual advance, request for sexual favors or other verbal or physical contact of a sexual nature that creates a hostile or intimidating environment. So sexual harassment it means it is usually unwelcome sexual advance, one who is taking on other gender, so in all these will set to be sexual harassment. Second one, World Health Organization says sexual harassment is any unwelcome sexual advance, lectures or sexual favors or other verbal or physical contact of a sexual nature. So one who is motivating or getting near to the other gender in motive of sexual relationship, it means sexual harassment. So it may be either verbal or nonverbal or physical contact or something else. So next one, sexual harassment include things like, so when you confirm someone is nearing you in context of sexual motivations. So first one, when someone make a joking about someone's sexual orientation or making jokes on someone's gestures or something else. And secondly, one to spread the sexual humors on some person. And the third one, posting sexual comments, pictures, and videos. And the fourth, taking or sending sexual pictures or videos, and also asking for nude pictures and asking for a sex and offering to have a sex. So touching and grabbing and all these will come under sexual harassment. Next one is sexual abuse. So there is a even though the two terms, sexual harassment and sexual abuse, are same, but it has some difference. So when you say about sexual harassment, it means when someone is getting to another in motive of sexual contact or sexual relationship, but sexual abuse is so something, someone who is getting near to someone or some gender without their consent or they are compelled to do in compulsion of condition. So these are included in sexual abuse. So sexual abuse is sexual behavior or sexual act forced upon a woman, men, or even a child without their consent. So this is the main point. Without their consent, when a woman or a man or a child is forced upon a sexual act, it means sexual abuse. Next, definitions of sexual abuse by two authors. The first one, World Health Organization says sexual abuse is an actual or threatened physical instruction of a sexual nature, whether by the force or under unequal or coercive conditions. So coercive conditions means so when someone is asked to do any sexual motives in compulsion of someone. So coercive means compulsion. So next definition by United Nations Child Fund, sexual abuse is any form of sexual activity with a child that is intended to sexually arouse the perpetrator or a child. So perpetrator in the sense one who do illegal activities. So like these. So this is the definition given by United Nations Children's Fund. Next one, the sexual harassment usually occurs in so many places. So especially first one is in family. So child sexual abuse can take place within a family, even by parents, or step parents, siblings, or other relatives or outside the home. Next, sexual harassment in other formal institutions include at school and another one at workplace. So first one, sexual harassment at school. So a child may suffer due to this. So how he or she suffer in school means So sometimes a teacher may call a student alone and they may interact with them in motive of sex. So first one-on-one interactions. So that's the thing. Say they may interact with a child in motive of this sexual motive. So second one, private lessons or tutoring. So the teachers may call a student for a private taking tuition and they may try to mistake the outfit. Next one, threatening or withhold grades or marks. The teachers may threaten the child by saying that they will not give marks. So like that. So next one, making false promises also. They may also tell them they will give the high grades if they do this. So all these come under sexual harassment at school. Next, sexual harassment at workplace. So usually women faces this harassment at workplace by men who is in higher official position. So first one, demanding sexual favors for promotion. So they may torture a woman for this sexual act for the promotions of for them. So next one, unwanted touchings or gropings. So supervisors touches the women employee. So this is also an sexual harassment at workplace. So next one, making a sexual comments or jokes on their colleagues. The next one, making suggestive gestures or facial expression. So even a facial expression from by the employee who is working within a woman or a colleague or a higher official make a facial expression which is in motive of sex. So it will make an uncomfortable comfortable feeling for that particular woman. So all these are sexual harassment at workplace. So next one, an act that is sexual harassment of women at workplace that is implemented on the year 2013, that is prevention, prohibition, and redressal. So according to this act, employees working more than 10 must contain a committee named Internal Complaints Committee. So this committee, ICC, must contain a presidency officer that the president of that committee must be a woman and she must be a senior level employee. Next, the two members must be there and at least one of them must be a women employee. Next one is the last member should be from a non-governmental organization. So last, what are the responsibility for these internal complaints committee are? They must receive and investigate the complaints from the women employee. Then they must provide assistance to the complaints. Then they must inquiry and make recommendations for that complaints. Then they should maintain the confidential throughout the process. They should not leak out the details throughout this process. So next one, media. So media has an agency perpetuating violence. So in general today, media is being a greatest violence medium for transmitting a bad culture. So once before, the media is one of the most effective way of communicating and reflecting social norms and values, but now it's not like so. So even a child is affected by watching the media, especially in cinema, they are portraying the women as sex object. So even the jokes are related to uh, suppress a woman by their sexual and or by their weakness. So media has a very much importance in promoting social norms. So sexual violence is often treated as humor in the media. So that's it. So today we have seen sexual harassment and sexual abuse. Thank you.